Hi, I'm Tim Dr. T. Chamillard, and I'll be your instructor for this course. I'm an associate professor in the computer science department at the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs, where I teach a variety of game design and development courses, and I teach some computer science courses sometimes as well. I'm also the program director for our Bachelor of Innovation in Game Design and Development. I have 5.5 years of indie game development experience in a company that I started with my two sons, and now I do my game development in my one-man shop, Burning Teddy. So why Dr. T? Well, I am a doctor, even though I'm not the kind that helps people, so the doctor makes sense, and I go by Tim, so the T makes sense as well, but the reason for Dr. T is a little more interesting than that. I mostly teach freshmen and sophomores, and at least here in the US, high school students are trained to call their teachers Mr. Jones or Ms. Smith. So the first time one of my students raises their hand in class and says, Mr. T, everyone knows that that's just wrong. So as a visual reminder, I'm Dr. T, I'm not Mr. T. This is a 4-week course, and for your graded work, there'll be 3 automatically graded programming assignments, which are worth a total of 75% of your grade, and there'll also be a final exam that's worth the remaining 25% of your grade. I've provided lots of exercises that aren't worth any points, but are valuable practice as you engage with the material in the course, and I've also given you some practice quizzes as well. The 4 weeks are broken up as follows. In the first week, we have a Getting Started module, which you're in right now as you get acclimated to the course, and then you'll write your first C# code. In week 2, you'll learn about and use data types, variables, and constants. And then in the third week, you'll actually learn a critical idea about object-oriented programming, about classes and objects. Finally, in the last week, you'll learn some Unity 2D basics, and then we'll finish up the course. I wrote a book that we use in the first 2 C# programming and Unity courses at UCCS, and I've given you a free copy of that book in a week 1 reading. Thank you for taking this course. We'll use material from that book in all 4 courses in the specialization. In this course, I don't assume you have any previous programming experience. That's why beginning is in the title. I do want to point out, though, that beginning is not the same as easy. Beginning means you've never done it before, and easy means it doesn't really require any effort to do. So think about riding a bike. The first time you rode a bike or tried to ride a bike, you were a beginning bike rider, but it probably wasn't easy for you to ride a bike. So I want to make that distinction that even though I don't assume you've programmed it before, this is not necessarily going to be easy. You're going to have to expend effort to actually learn the material in the course. Just so you know, the material in this course is based on approximately the first third of the first C# programming with Unity course at UCCS. And I also want you to know that you really need to do programming to actually learn it. Continuing talking about cycling, you can watch the Tour de France every year and you can read about cycling as much as you want, but that doesn't make you a professional cyclist. You actually have to do it, and to do it well, to become a cyclist. The same applies for programming. You can't just watch the videos, you can't just read chapters in the book, and suddenly you can program. You actually have to do it. You should also know that frustration is normal throughout your programming life, but especially as you're trying to learn how to do it. So don't be too upset if you struggle with some of the concepts and they take you some time to really grasp, because that's just a normal part of programming, and it's a normal part of programming games as well. When you are frustrated and you need help, we have course forums for you to post on so that other learners in the course can help you. And you can also go to the web or the internet to try to get answers to your questions, though probably the course forums are a better choice. And of course, you can go to the book as well. I've provided a course topic index, so if you're struggling with a particular topic and you want to review where I covered it in the lectures, you can go to the course topic index, which is in the resources for the course, and you can click on a link and it will take you directly to that place in that video where I'm talking about that particular topic. I hope you have a lot of fun in the course and I hope you learn a lot as well, so let's go get to work.